Like there has to be some multiverse printer that's printing out all of these multiverses.
Oh yeah, like a multiverse printer. I got that. And that's God to you, probably.
And why is that machine fine-tuned for creating universes which permit life?
They're not at all. That's why it barely permits life.
10 reasons why God exists. Let's jump into it.
Oh, good. Cool. 10 reasons. Who is this guy? Oh, Brother Oz. Okay, cool. Adding a brother before your name. Hulk Hogan would be so proud, you know. All right, so we got this Brother Oz guy, or Braz. That's what I tend to call him, you know. But he's going to walk us through 10 arguments for why God definitely does exist and is not something that is imaginary that people make up. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. And Brantley, and this is the Punk Apostate. Let's go. All right, a couple adjustments here. So pop the old comments up. Let's see. Hold on. Make them big and tall, just like the place that I definitely do not shop. I shop at the opposite store, small and tiny. That's me. You know, I could fit right inside your little pocket. That's right. Okay. So we got this Brother Oz guy. I haven't fixed the thing yet. I totally forgot. But I will put an updated link to the Discord in there soon. But all right, let's just jump right in, take a look at this Brother Oz and his 10 arguments for the existence of God. Now, the reason I'm covering Brother Oz is because I'm actually tomorrow a video is coming out where I cover him, and then in the second, like once we get done with this, we're gonna check in on Gina, because of course we are. She's back. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna try to contain my excitement, and we're gonna do this Brother Oz guy first. All right, here, you ready? Let's go.
To start, we have the cause.
I love how he has like the elevator music for his intro.
Be some multi. Let's jump into it.
Oh yeah. Take your clothes off, baby.
To start, we have the cosmological argument. What kind of thing can cause a universe to come into existence? Imagine that the universe is a set of dominoes, for example.
Wait, does he? Okay. I wonder if he spells it cosmological, like Cause. That's what he thinks. It's not cosmos, logical, but it's cause, like what causes stuff.
The majority of physicists agree that the universe and space-time itself began to exist at some point in the past. You could think of that as the first domino. And that domino, once pushed, caused the Big Bang, and that caused galaxies and planets and ecosystems, and then you. So everything that begins to exist has a cause somewhere in the past. Well, if you go all the way back to the first cause, what attributes would that domino have to have? That domino couldn't be like the other dominoes, because the other dominoes are pushed by the domino before it. But there must be, if there is a beginning to the universe, there must be some point at which some domino had the ability to knock over itself. There must be a cause.
Had to be able to knock over itself. That is such a weird way to say it. And how did this first domino come into existence that didn't need to come into existence? How does that work?
Which was itself not caused. If it
right. So how does that work?
Was caused, then whatever caused it would just be the first domino, and then whatever caused that one would just be the first domino.
Right. That's why you have to have Nil, the creator of all creator gods. That is that is the first uncaused creator god, cause of the creator gods. That just is an infinite regress of creator gods.
And the reason why you can't have an infinite number of causes going into the past is because it produced.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for spelling that out for me. Crucial. What's up, dude? How we doing? Yeah, that's how he spells it. It's like, because it's all about causes and stuff. That's how it's got to be. I know that's how it's probably spelled. It's got to be. CO? What? boy, these philosophers need to learn a thing or two about spelling. That's for sure. that was me being him. I was doing a him. I mean, I wasn't doing him. He's not bad looking. I guess I hit it. And you know what? We're getting off track.
Is paradoxes. For example, if you had a book and that book had an infinite number of pages, if you attempted to read all the way until the last page, you could never actually arrive at the last page because you would never get to the point where you would say, there are no more pages left.
Yeah, hence infinity. Like, we know what infinity means, dude. Like, infinite, we get it. Like, that's no. He's like, hold on, I got to put this in a way that my stupid audience will understand. Hold on. Well, yeah, infinite. We got it.
There are an infinite number of pages left. You can never actually arrive at the last page. Well, let's call the last page the present moment. This would mean that you could, by definition, never arrive at the present moment or at this effect, because there would always be an infinite number of seconds or causes ahead of you.
No, because you can, okay, my goodness. You can have an infinity. So if you have like a line, you can have an infinity back and an infinity forward. And then we occupy this part of this timeline right here, even with an infinite thing. Yeah, we wouldn't know where to locate that relative to the beginning and the end, but we're right here. And that's what we would be evaluating. But that doesn't, he's basically trying to say that, like, if there's an infinite that way, then you can't ever get here, but that's just not true. You can you can be like within a finite section of an infinite line.
For this reason, there cannot be an infinite number of dominoes, which is why physicists agree that the universe had a beginning, and the only type of thing that can cause a universe must be a causeless cause.
Well, I mean, I think that wasn't, I don't think that's the reason why they say that it had a beginning. They say that it had a beginning because of like the mathematical equations that they used to develop the Big Bang, which everything was shifting in a particular way, where it was all kind of moving out from this particular point. But that was like our local universe. And so we don't really know necessarily like about the cosmos, but I don't know. To me, I just don't know. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably something, some aspect of our reality that we just do not understand at all. And we're discovering stuff like that constantly when it comes to quantum physics and everything, and like the causes and effect like don't really function in the same way that you would expect like here on Earth. And that's what this ends up being, is kind of like a fallacy of composition, because he's assuming that the whole like cosmos functions the same way that stuff functions on this pale blue dot that's part of like one of billions or trillions of galaxies. And the way things function here is like the way that it would function for the beginning of the cosmos. And it's just like, no, you're confusing the parts for the whole and acting like they gotta function the same way, which is not necessarily the case. And so anyway,
which means that something outside of the universe must have caused reality to come into existence, and that thing must be
hey, better than Ember, what's going on? Ember's here. Hell yeah, what's going on?
Beyond reality itself. This means by definition there is a supernatural, as in beyond the natural, explanation for
beyond the natural. Okay.
Reality itself. Next we have fine-tuning.
So you got to just make up a special magic that's outside of things that are real in order to explain the things that are real. Okay, got it.
Imagine you find a remarkable aquarium.
Okay. Why is
on this aquarium?
Is this aquarium filled with blood? Why are you using red? You don't think blue would have been a maybe more appropriate color?
Is a machine with
how many? Do you have other colors you could pick, or do they just pick it for you? Like, how does your little drawing pad work?
1,000 dials on it. And these dials control things like the pH level in the water and the temperature and the chemical composition. And
better known as the Yeah, let's cut that. I'm sorry. That was why did I even say that the pH is the just stop? Yeah, take that out. That was just wow. Can you like stop me before I say stuff like that?
you see that these 1,000 dials have all been set so granularly and precisely that they allow for the fish to live. Well, the same is much, much more true.
Did you say so granularly? Wait, what?
These 1,000 dials have all been set so granularly and
Granularly. Huh. Never. Okay.
precisely that they allow for the fish to live. Well, the same is much, much more true of the universe. Matter of fact, there are about 20 constants which physicists say if they changed at all, we would not live in a universe that would permit life. One of the
So doesn't that kind of like work against your argument? Like if this is what I was thinking the other day, like if it is the case that it is so these constants have to be so like precise and everything to the point where like um just like a tiniest thing is off or whatever, and then life wouldn't be permitted. Doesn't that almost seem like the universe wasn't created for us to permit life? Like it was just because I mean there's so much shit working against it that these dials have to be like perfect. Like why did God set it up that way? Like wouldn't it just be that like life is just so easy to exist? Like if God made it so that life would exist, then why is everything like working against life existing to the point where like these dials have to be so set perfectly, otherwise nothing would exist or whatever? I don't know. To me, it just almost seems to work in the opposite direction, that we're just like a a byproduct of other functions of the universe or whatever, and with no intentions for us existing in mind at all.
strongest of these is the cosmological constant, which if it changed by 1 part in 10 to the 120th power, the universe would collapse in on itself and we wouldn't be here. So there are two explanations. Either someone set all the dials correctly so that we would live in a life-permitting universe, or there are an infinite number of universes and we just so happen to be living in the one where life is permitted.
I don't think those are the only two options. I think you're leaving out what was that number that you were working with before? That was infinity. That one. I think there's those. There's that number of options there for this one, because like you're just making guesses, dude. Like, and you're like, yeah, it's either God did it or a multiverse, and it's like, what? Like, what? Really? You sure? That's not the like, what if just the universe itself is infinite? And because it's infinite, if life is something that is possible, it's not just probable, it's inevitable. If you have, kind of just these different um combinations of like matter and energy and all this type of stuff that's just changing form all the time. If life is possible, it's gonna happen eventually. You know what I mean? In an infinite universe with an infinite amount of time and infinite amount of space and infinite like structures of like, anyway, you know what I mean?
The problem with the multiverse explanation is, number one, infinites aren't real, as we just established with the Hilbert's Hotel paradox. But no,
Infinites aren't real just at all. Okay, so then that would take your God out. Right there. You can't be infinitely anything because infinites are impossible, right? So you just proved your own God false.
number two, even if you could somehow explain why there is an infinite number of multiverses, those multiverses would have to exist necessarily in some greater reality. And that greater reality would also have to be fine-tuned such that multiverses would be formed. Like there has to be some multiverse printer that's printing out all of these multiverses. And
Oh yeah, multiverse printer. That's like what you were saying at the beginning. Okay, yeah, I don't think this is. Even if somebody like believed in the multiverse theory, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, "Yeah, you don't understand multiverse theory."
that multiverse printer would have to be tuned such that it creates multiverses. Why is that machine fine-tuned for creating universes which permit life? Number three is the argument for morality. Now, Christian theology says that God is the source of goodness. Goodness is actually the nature of God, and this is the reason why goodness objectively exists. But let's just say that two people disagree about what's right and wrong. For example,
Oh yeah, but yeah, draw people. That'll good. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to
you are a
follow if you don't draw stuff. So that'd be still using the red. I mean, although this time it seems like it makes sense because that seems like it looks like maybe it's fire somehow.
faced with a choice. There is somebody stuck inside a burning building, and you have the
That's a building. Okay, that looks more like a hut, but with a modern door. kind of odd, kind of an odd combination there. You should probably go with one or the other, you know.
the choice. Do you run in and save them or do you not? On the one hand, people in 2026 would probably clap their hands and cheer for you if you ran in to save somebody.
We're talking about morality, and his example is a burning building and whether or not you're going to run into it. What the fuck? That's a new example. I don't feel like I've heard this one before, other than with Ray Comfort, but it's sort of a different situation. He's talking about saving people from hell and getting them out of the house if he could see they were on fire, and they couldn't tell the house is on fire, but he could. But I don't know. Maybe he just watches a lot of Ray Comfort and has that on the mind. I don't know.
Helpless and vulnerable. But if you went back to 200 BC, a Roman centurion might mock you for being so compassionate and so empathetic that you have to run into a burning building and save someone that's more vulnerable than you.
I mean, or just a conservative. I mean, God, well, you're so feminized. You got to have empathy for people that are burning up and say, no, that's screw those people. And fire's cool because it breaks stuff. Yeah, just like Trump. Yeah, breaking everything. I love it.
Why does their life matter? They should have been smarter and gotten out of that burning building themselves. Now,
again, sounded very much like a MAGA person. Well, what were they doing in their first place? Okay, like victim blaming. Very MAGA, very conservative. I don't think this is a very good example, man.
If morality only comes from the human mind, then there is no objective way to mediate between these two opinions. In other words, both opinions are just as valid as each other. And if
I mean, that's just a statement. There's again, like an infinite number of ways that you could like talk about this, right? And if you're going to talk about objectives or whatever, like an objective morality or whatever, you could do that. And I can't remember, and I apologize for the person in the chat that brought it up the one time about a non-theistic objective, like basic, like moral realism, but like from a non-believer's standpoint, like without a God. And it was all based on like what was like natural, like we naturally avoid pain, like we naturally seek pleasure and avoid pain. And so that can be kind of like part of your objective standard is to help people avoid pain and stuff like that. So there are other ways to like have objective standards, and then you can objectively determine what gets you closer or further away from that standard, you know, or that, you know, it's the goal. If the goal is to help people not feel pain, then you can objectively determine what gets you closer or further away from that goal. What is happening? Oh, I must have hit a button. I'm like, where'd he go? You just stopped.
these two opinions. In other words, both opinions are just as valid as each other. And if
Okay, so you've just been watching some Frank Turek, have you?
you say, well, it's about what the majority of people think, then the problem is that the majority of people in 200 BC did think like this. They did think that your worth as a human being is tied to your social status. So ultimately, if it comes down to only personal,
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as if like morality has developed over the you know, what, 5,000 years that sentient humans have been writing shit down. Like, yeah, it's almost as if it has developed based on different things, you know.
preference, then there is no difference between a vegan and a cannibal from an objective standpoint. Instead, there can only be aesthetic differences that are like taste.
I mean, from an objective standpoint, like I never know. I don't know. I mean, I think what he's trying to say is that it's from with no objective standard, then veganism is no different than cannibalism. But that's really odd because veganism is all about not eating any animal. So, like, I don't know. And then the other one you're comparing it to eating people, other people. I feel like there are some objective facts here that you could use to determine your standards and stuff. But
Some cultures have different tastes in architecture and others different tastes in music, and some cultures have different tastes in morality, and who are you to say that they're wrong? Therefore, morality must be objective and have an objective source, and the only plausible explanation for an objective source of morality would be the nature of the source of reality itself, which in this case is God, who is goodness. In other words, things are good because they are like God. God would run into the burning building and save the person. Number 4,
yet he manages to never do that. It always seems to be up to people that actually do exist, even though he's apparently all powerful and all knowing, so he knows there's a person in a burning building, and yet has all the power to be able to stop that, yet he doesn't. So you're literally saying right now in this example that your God is immoral, and yet he's somehow also the basis for objective morality. It's just, my God.
We have consciousness. Science can explain the brain. Science might be able to tell you that the eyes receive an input and the ears receive an input, but it can't tell you how those things coalesce into a first-person experience of reality. And this is what we call the hard problem of consciousness.
Or hard solipsism, is that what you're saying? Do they call, I mean, they might call it that, I don't know. The hard problem of consciousness.
A brain scan, for example, can show you what area of the brain lights up
Okay, never mind. Like what causes consciousness? That's what he is talking about. Okay.
when you're in pain. But
Like, but I mean, I feel like neuroscience has come so far in this that like we see that it is kind of a circular, like a cycle kind of like different functions of the brain, that once they are all kind of functioning smoothly and kind of go in this like rapid circle, it has the emergent property of consciousness, right? Where it seems like there is a, a person in there, but it's really not like a person. It's more like a committee, which is why you have people that'll do things and they go, "What the fuck did I just do that?" Because you got like, another type of thought in there that's like, "Yeah, you shouldn't have done that." And you're like, "Yeah, you're right, actually." And it's like, who's saying you shouldn't have done that? And who's saying, "Yeah, you're right"? Who's listening to both these? And who's the voices saying them? It gets, the problem of you is pretty complex too in philosophy.
a brain scan can't tell you what pain feels like. Only a person who is also experiencing first-person experience consciousness can tell you that. And so the fact that the love that a mother experiences for her child, or the love that a husband experiences for his wife, cannot be
Love that experiences.
reduced to simple brain chemistry or brain scans indicates that consciousness appears to be a part of reality itself.
Okay, wait, what? Wait, consciousness appears to be a part of reality. It's not like prior to the minds that do the thinking? Because I don't think that's correct. I mean, I would, again, it's an emergent property of a functioning brain. It's not something that was there prior. If he's trying to say that, like, it's part of the foundation of reality. I don't know. I don't know what the hell he's saying about this one.
And the reason why, when a mother's womb configures atoms and particles into a certain order, it produces first-person experience, is because
Amber said, hold on, let me see. Amber said, notes, brain scans cannot show such a thing. I didn't even see what he said. what did he say the brain scans show? I already forgot. Hold on. Let me go back.
this is
Because now
cannot be reduced to simple brain chemistry or the fact that the love that a mother experiences for her child, or the love that a husband experiences for his wife, cannot be reduced to simple brain chemistry or brain scans indicates that consciousness appears to be a part of reality itself.
Okay, never mind. It's not.
Experience is because this is a feature of reality itself. And this would mean that reality is not completely physical, but also has a mental or a conscious element to it. And if that
Reality has a mental or conscious, but I mean, the people within reality have that experience, the experience of consciousness, but like saying that it's a property of reality, that is just so odd.
that were true, then it would point to the idea that we exist in a kind of consciousness which we would call the mind of God. By the way, if you
Oh my good Lord. Okay, yeah, so that's so that was what he was trying to say. Like, we gotta be part of like the ultimate consciousness, because otherwise we wouldn't be conscious. And it's like, wow, dude, we know we have a lot of good like reasons for or like a lot of good theories, I should say, in neuroscience for as far as like why we are conscious, why we experience what consciousness is, stuff like that. No, it does not equal, therefore, an ultimate magical conscience, and that's why we all have consciousness. Like, it's such like thinking like So it's such like an old timey type of thinking, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the fact that I have consciousness means there's got to be a magical being, a magical God conscience to give it to us. Like, wow, dude, really?
Haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We work really hard in these videos and we really appreciate your support. Back to it.
I think you need to work a little harder on the research aspect of it, though, buddy. Okay, because this is really bad.
Reason number 5 is reason itself. Point number 1, the human mind is reasonable. Point number 2, if there is no God, then the means by which your brain evolved.
Oh, let's stop right. Let's say hey to everybody. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Let me say who made it. Been going for a few minutes, so let's see who was first. Let's see. Pandora's Pinata first. 11 of 11. What? First 1 and 1, and that's 11. Is that what I'm saying? And then we got Cruise Ship a second. How you doing, Cruise Ship? And then Trizilla was third. Hell yeah. How's it going, Trizilla? It's good to see you. All right, who else we got here? Oh, we got Tori. Hey, Tori. How we doing? What's up? And then we got, what did I say? Oh, better than Ember, of course. Got Ember. How we doing? Hilbert, I was just talking about him last night. Hilbert, really? The cosmonaut. He's a true cosmonaut. That's right. Then who else we got here? Oh, Lago. What's up, Lago? How we doing? It's good to see you. Hell yeah. And then we got, let's see, just saw some new people too. Oh, we got John. We're gonna call you First John. What's up, First John? How we doing? Consciousness comes secondary as a system operating on top of your subconscious bodily operations. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. I like that. Absolutes. Okay, and then we got what's up? Filthy. I just got a Filthy Rick. Nice. Oh yeah. I feel like I used to know a guy named Filthy Rick. Sounds really familiar. But and Nickel Rick. Everybody knows a Nickel Rick though, right? That guy always just wanted to throw in $5, you know, and say, come on, man. Oh, he's the guy that always shows up with the gar. I got a gar. So you gotta let me smoke because I brought the fucking 50-cent thing. So where's the $20 worth of weed to put in here? That's like, oh, come on, man. Get the fuck. Can you throw in like actually ever? Anyway, then we got Grand Theft Autobot. What's going on, dude? How we doing? Hell yeah. Yeah, and I think hopefully I didn't miss anybody. But well, I already said hi to anyways, Pinata, what did I say? But what did I say? At this point, I'd run into a burning building, even if I'd known for sure there was no one there to say. Yeah, I know. That's just almost alleviating suffering at this point. You know. Then John, what's up, John? How we doing? What's up, comrades? Yeah, comrades. All right, here we go. Let's keep going.
Was not reasonable. It was meant to make you
what was he saying?
Is reasonable. Point number 2, if there is no God, then the means by which your brain evolved was not reasonable. It was meant to make you survive. In other words, your brain is not wired for reason, it's wired for survivability.
Right. That's why reason is something that we have developed ourselves out of our conscious minds. And that's, comes out of philosophy of like thinking about thinking and all that type of stuff, the meta thinking, right? As I like to call philosophy sometimes, meta thinking. And we had to develop it. It wasn't like it just happened. And yes, a lot of people still, you being a prime example here, they don't use good reasoning, which is why, it's something that we develop and we work on, and it's something you need to like understand about the way your mind works and the way that you're motivated to reason in certain ways according to your biases and shit like that. So the more you learn about that process, you can kind of stand out above it and go, hold on, I know that my brain wants to do this, but is it right? Is it true? And then you analyze the evidence and try to be as unbiased as possible. But yeah, there's self-correcting mechanisms that we use in our reasoning so that we can come to the most reasonable conclusions. But yeah, it's not something that comes naturally, no. But that doesn't mean that it's not reliable, which is what you're trying to do here.
Therefore, philosophers like Alvin Plantinga have pointed out that you cannot trust your means of reason to arrive at reasonable conclusions because it did not evolve to be reasonable. It evolved for survivability. But
Yeah.
it's deeper.
But once we took over the planet and kind of had so much resources, we didn't have to like really worry about the survivability aspect of it. We can kind of sit around, get fat, and think like they did in Greece. We figured out how to correct our reasoning and stuff like that through trial and error, you know, and just developing these mechanisms in order to come to better conclusions. A lot of it through empiricism.
Than that. Again, the point is that you can't actually know if the conclusion that you just came to about reason is reasonable because you can't know if your mind was designed for reason. It could have been designed for survivability, and everything you could believe could be completely unreasonable, but you wouldn't know because your mind could totally be tricking you. So the only way that you could, in principle, trust that your intuitions and your opinions are actually grounded in what is reasonable is if you were designed to be reasonable.
Oh my God.
So if you were
Wow.
designed to be reasonable, then one would expect for your mind to be able to come to reasonable conclusions.
But your God, like every time he makes like arguments, like and point to something in the Bible that like goes against what he's saying. Like the Bible literally says not to be reasonable. It literally says to think like a child and just buy it. Whatever it is, that's it. That's the true thing. Like, you know, that it says like rely not on your own understanding, which is, in other words, don't think about stuff, don't try to figure anything out, just do what you're told and shut the fuck up. That's like what the Bible says, dude. So your own religion kind of flies in the face of this argument.
But if your mind evolved through the process of survival of the fittest, then one would expect for all of your instincts and opinions to not be optimized for reasonableness, but rather for survival. Next, we have math.
But I mean, don't you think this is the one about that I think is odd? Because even if I did like take it back to evolution or whatever, wouldn't you have like a better ability to survive if you are reflecting reality accurately internally? Like, wouldn't that be an asset for survivability? It's really strange to say that it's not, you know what I mean? That it's like, no, it's your brain just does stuff to like survive, but that doesn't mean evaluate the world accurately. Just like, what? Yeah, I feel like it would do that. I mean, I feel like that would be a major part of survivability, but whatever.
So humans came up with the symbol for 2, but they didn't come up with the concept that 2 + 2 = 4, which means that these are abstract truths. So they're abstract, as in they're not physical. You can't see or touch or taste them, and yet they are completely real.
I don't know, man. If you take some acid, I've tasted some math before. It tastes pretty good. It's kind of like Fruity Pebbles, right? Yeah, it's not bad. The 6s were my favorite though. I gobbled those fuckers down.
Our entire reality depends on math. The reason why we know that the Earth goes around the sun is because people looked up into space and they used math to explain the known universe. So math is not invented, math is discovered. But the issue is this: if the material world is all that exists, then there doesn't appear to be an objective grounding.
No. I mean, math was developed. What math describes is real, but like it's really just kind of like a complex. It's just kind of a way to like really like put complex issues in a way that we can understand right down to the individual unit of whatever it is. It's not it was developed, dude. It's not like math was out there and we like uncovered it like we're fucking Indiana Jones opening up a big golden case, melting Nazis' faces up and shit. Like it's not, no. we developed it, and we still like we have mathematicians, like we're still developing it and shit.
For these abstract truths, what or who made the universe in such a way that math describes the world?
But right there, you're just, that's You're just making something up, man. You're just adding on this. So therefore, something had to make it. Like, and it's there's a built-in assumption there that it had to be created outside of us, the humans, that just evaluated our reality in a way that saw that, like, hey, putting symbols to how many things there are, can be helpful for shit, mostly when it comes to like communication and like building things. But like, it's clearly like a language that humans use to be able to take complex systems and make them more simple for us to understand them.
Our experience, abstract concepts are made by beings, by humans. But the issue is that the universe itself has ideas. It has ideas
No, it
baked
doesn't.
into what it is.
No, we have ideas about the universe. Wow, dude, this guy is just all confused. It's like just swapping out the map for the place, dude. No, the universe does not have ideas. It would have to have a functioning brain in order to have ideas. We have ideas about the way the universe works.
And therefore, if intelligence is the only thing that can make abstract objects, it therefore follows, if the universe has abstract objects, that an intelligence created the universe.
Yeah, no. I thought you were say like that an intelligence created math. No, it was, yeah, an intelligence did create math, but it was not an intelligence that created the universe. Jesus, dude, that was a stretch. Wait, hold on. How did we even get from here to there? Hold on. I'm sorry. I just got to hear it one more time.
By humans. But the issue is that the universe itself has ideas. It has ideas baked into what it is. And therefore, if intelligence is the only thing that can make abstract objects, it therefore follows, if the universe has abstract objects, that an intelligence created the universe. Next week.
Wow, skipping like a major step. Yeah, just because we as humans can come up with abstract concepts, that means boom, there had to be an intelligence. Don't fuck, like, how did you get there? Go fuck yourself. That's how. That's that was absurd. Like, put that in a logical syllogism for me, man, because I need to see like the like each one of your premises and then the conclusion, because this is just nonsense.
We have information. Now, Christians debate evolution. Some people think the universe was only made a couple thousand years ago, and some people think it was made millions of years ago and that God used evolution. Let's put that to the side for a second. The fact that information exists at all seems to indicate that some intelligence has interacted with the known world.
Yeah, that'd be us. We are the intelligence that has interacted with the known world. It's not information until we think it, until we make it information, because then it goes from the real world as whatever is being evaluated into our minds, and then it becomes information. I don't know. I think I have so much trouble with this. That like stuff is information independent of any thinking mind, and it's just like, no, it's not. It's not that.
For example, if we showed up on Mars and in some cave somewhere was written "Hello World" in English using our characters, the first thing we would conclude is, oh my goodness, someone has been here. Well, how about biology? We used to think that cells are just like little blobs.
It's a language. It's a yeah, no, it's not. Or it's a code. And it's like, no, it's a code once we apply like a code to it, but it's not actually a
deeper
code.
and deeper and deeper, and we found out that there is a code at the bottom of biology.
I told you was going to use code. No, it's not like a code in that same sense, dude. It's a code once we start attributing like characters to it and stuff like that, so that we can understand it. Then it's a code. But we're just describing a function of the natural universe. It is not implicitly a code starting out without any thinking brain evaluating it.
There are 4 letters arranged millions and millions and millions sometimes over to form this type of code. And this
there's like A's and C's and G's and stuff in it, X and Y, like chromosome. Where do you think those X's and Y's came from? God invented those letters, and that's why they're all the way down inside. We have little tiny X's and Y's in there. No, dude.
Code is intelligible to biology itself. Cells read the code and they produce the code. This is one of the reasons why
they read the code. They're like, hold on, I gotta get my glasses. You just see like that little cell from the the depression commercials or whatever. I gotta get my reading glasses. Click. Open. There we go. Hold on, I gotta read this code so I know what to be. Hold on.
Many are skeptical of what you would call abiogenesis, or the starting or the beginning
Tommy, what's going on, dude? How we doing? It's good to see you, man.
of life without life.
And TV and Outcasts here. What's going on? Hell yeah. So, well, his drawing is very impressive. I know. I don't know why he does the drawing. Like, learn to draw first. You know, that would be step one in this process. But his drawing is very impressive. There's a kindergarten math solution on it. Call me. What's the word? Unconvinced. Yeah.
Not only because the chemical
So your face isn't good.
composition
Yeah.
of the early Earth appears to be unfavorable to the formation of a cell. See James Tour for more information on that.
Oh, oh my God! Of course you. Of course they're like citing like one of the most obnoxious like pseudo scientists ever, who's been widely discredited for his the way that he breaks this down into it's a natural code made by a magic. Like, now, dude.
Also because in order to have DNA, you have to be able to read DNA. But in order to be able to read DNA, you need to have DNA. In other words,
Wait, you have to read DNA? What are you talking about? No, nothing has to read the DNA. Like, I don't. Never mind.
here you have an SD card and an SD card reader springing out of nothing at the same time, but you need one in order to have the other. So the fact that information exists in our world at all in the form of DNA indicates that there is a kind of intelligence behind the universe.
No, it doesn't. Oh my God. And it's just like none of the words that you're using are accurate. We're looking at a natural phenomenon that is biological, it is chemical reactions. And then you're just saying that those chemical reactions are a code that existed independent of any thinking mind. That is not what it is. We put the code to it, dude. It's not pre-existent. It's just so we can understand it. And we do really well. And we can see how life came into existence from non-life. And it's actually really fucking interesting when you start to look at like the building blocks of life and the way that they self-assemble and shit. It's fascinating, but it doesn't require a god.
Because it doesn't seem reasonable that random processes can create actual intelligibility.
Yeah, you need a DNA reader, dude. You didn't know that? Wait, if you can't read DNA, buddy, then you can't even be here. Okay. How do you even exist? You can't read DNA.
So the improbability of information, meaning both symbols and the ability to read the symbols, both spring forth out of nothing at the same time in our
But there aren't little symbols that anything is reading, dude. Oh my God. It's like a fourth grader's like understanding of shit, dude.
our world seems to indicate that there is an intelligence behind the beginning of biology. Next,
Hold on, let me see what Ember said here, because she's always got really great insights here. He's just doing intelligent design at the level of DNA instead of organ systems. Yeah, it's just taking it down to the next step. Because I think a lot of times, especially within his audience, I guarantee people do not understand DNA, you know. So it just makes it even more fantastical when you understand it that much less, you know.
we have beauty.
What?
Now, we use beauty and aesthetics to establish what is right and wrong all the time. For example, one of the reasons why we would say pedophilia is wrong is not only because it harms the child, but because we find it disgusting. And many of our moral conclusions are grounded upon.
It's disgusting because it's harming a child. Like, what do you mean, dude? Like, it's disgusting because it is like a human, which we relate to because, you know, we're humans, being accosted and harmed in a way that is like really horrific. And it is the innocence and the taking advantage of that innocence of that being that it's what makes it so just it makes people angry. It makes you feel really disgusted.
On disgust. It's because we think the thing or the action is ugly. But let's say there's a situation where two people disagree about what is beautiful and what is ugly. Let's say your tribe takes over a small village and one person says, I think it would be for the glory of our people to enslave the children, kill the men, and take the wives for ourselves.
Kind of like in the Bible. Is that, are you reciting your Bible right now? Because that's kind of weird. But if you're going to put it in this sense of like, especially with the PDF file shit.
Another person says, slavery is disgusting. You can't just take people like that. People are valuable. These people, their lives are beautiful. They deserve to live. In this situation, many of their moral intuitions are based on a gut feeling, on an aesthetic preference. But if that's all...
No, it's not. That's such a weird way to say that. It's based off of implicit community contracts that each individual signs, basically, when you are part of a society that says, like, harming other people is bad because I don't want to be harmed. And if we encourage behavior that says that it is okay to harm other people, well, then I am basically saying that it's okay for people to harm me. So logically speaking, it's just like a result of our evolution. We evolved to be a social species, which is why we did it. But we are constantly developing and learning, and it's not like it's this objective thing. It's, it's developed. But that's why, we've gone so long where slavery was accepted. And it took a lot to get rid of it, a fucking war, in this country anyway.
All it is, then there's no objective way to mediate between the two preferences. In Christian theology, beauty is objective because it comes from the nature of God. Things are beautiful because they show the nature of God.
Beauty is objective? What? That's just like completely and utterly incorrect. There's even like a pretty popular saying about this. It says, beauty is in the eye of the beholder because of how objective it is not. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But if there is no God and there is no objective standard for beauty, then there is no objective difference between the person who says slavery is glorious and slavery is disgusting.
What? You are conflating shit just all over the place, man. Again, like, the reason that slavery and stuff is wrong is because the social contract is broken, which is why even back when people were arguing for it, they were also simultaneously arguing that those people that they were enslaving were not actually people, because they had to do that in order to not be completely and utterly irrational, saying it's okay for them to be enslaved, right? So they have to create this kind of like separate category for the people that they're going to enslave and be like, oh, but they don't count, so no, you're just wrong. And then beauty, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that is completely unrelated, totally irrelevant.
Number 9, we have contingency. This one's fairly straightforward. Here I'm holding a cup. The cup is contingent upon my hand, and my hand is contingent upon my arm holding it up, and my arm holding it up is contingent upon my body sustaining my arm. And if you go all the way back, eventually you arrive at, well, the sun and the galaxies are contingent upon reality itself. And once you get to reality itself, you ask yourself the question, what is reality itself contingent upon? What would the nature of that thing have to be? And here you run into the issue of, well, whatever container you try to put reality in, that container just becomes the real reality. And then whatever container that reality is in just becomes the real reality. So then you have a universe inside of a multiverse printer, inside of a meta universe, inside of a meta multiverse printer, inside of a meta universe. Eventually, there has to be something.
He looked up meditation and got that. That's funny.
Is contingent upon itself. There must be some non-contingent source of reality.
Hey, what's up?
And that thing we call...
We got Suit Cattle. How we doing? What's going on? So he's confusing aesthetics with ethics. Just a couple letters different, so I get it. It says he mixed up, but he was reading his book there. Seth, what's going on, Seth? Ambushed Apostate's here. What's going on, dude? It's good to see you. And Brent. Hey, Brent, what's going on? It's good to see you, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh God. And lastly, we have natural laws. The universe is quite strange because
This Aquafina's 5 ways to speedrun feels like it, doesn't it? It's it's taken on a lot of interesting similarities.
you appear to be able to discover things about it. Like when Einstein figured out that E equals mc squared, you wouldn't say that he was inventing that. You would say that he figured that out. He found it. The basic abstract concept, it objectively exists out there. This might be intuitive for us, but most people throughout history have not thought that the universe is ordered, that it has a rationality behind it, that you can describe it using math and logic. If the gods are angry, then it doesn't rain. If they're happy, then it rains. The universe is full of magic and chaos and senselessness. But it was Christians who said, no, the universe is ordered, and therefore we can discover things about it and describe it logically and mathematically.
It was Christians, because weren't Muslims like the ones that really like pushed forth the math shit? Wasn't that them?
The fact that the
And then wasn't it like the Greeks that were the that believed in Greek mythology that were the ones that were the foundation of logic and shit? Like what? And am I off here? I mean, I'm not the best at history, so I don't know about that, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Christians that invented logic. But
universe is ordered. The fact that the universe has natural laws seems to indicate that the source of the universe is itself ordered. And this order, these laws, are so consistent no matter where you look that there are some physicists like Lawrence Krauss who say that the laws are the reason why the universe began to exist. The laws themselves created everything. In other words, he says, you don't need God because you have laws. But then the question would be, why are the laws there? The laws, and there's tons of them, are not brute facts about the world. They're specific. They're particular. Again, based on the fine-tuning argument, they're so particular that physicists say there must have been some multiverse of different options, because if they were
not all of them, dude. My God, he's acting like all physicists just are all about the multiverse shit. Like you got all sorts of theories there, dude, and they don't necessarily agree on them. Like, what are you talking about?
off by one in trillions of trillions of trillions, then the universe would never have permitted life and we wouldn't be here. So
Yeah, so then we wouldn't be able to have this conversation, which means this is just kind of a post hoc rationalization now, isn't it? My God.
couldn't have just had any laws. You had to have these laws, the laws of our universe. And on top of all that, laws by themselves can't do anything. Where is all this quantum physics?
These laws are descriptive, dude. Like, I don't know as if he understands that. Like, he's acting like, oh, these laws, like, why are they like that? Well, it's not about that. It's about that they are like that, and they are never not like that. And that's what makes them a law in physics. Not that, like, there had to be some kind of, like, lawgiver. It's not like don't run a red light. Those are prescriptive. Those are prescribed laws that are very different than the natural laws of the universe that are completely based off of our observation, seeing something happen the exact same way every fucking time, no matter what, and that makes it a law.
Taking place if there's no reality yet. And therefore, there must be something above the laws which created a structured and ordered universe, structured specifically for life.
And that's where you lose everybody, because that's just an inference. You're just claiming that because you can't understand how those laws could exist in the way that they exist without a magical being. But that does not mean that that being exists. It just means that you don't understand something.
And therefore, there must have been some ordered and rational source of reality itself to take all these abstract concepts and this physical reality and map the two onto each other.
That'd be humans. We did that. We are the we are the conscious things that put all this stuff together. As information, but that's just us evaluating the world that we live in, not that there had to be some kind of magical thing.
And make reality orderly instead of chaotic. If there is no God, there's no one to make the laws, and therefore the world that you and I inhabit would have to be random, chaotic, meaningless, and structureless. But you and I do live in a world governed by rational laws, and therefore there must have been a rational mind behind the universe.
Yet their whole thing is that like God can bend and break these laws of the universe all the time. And so wow. Okay, man. I don't you're just inferring this. You're just making up a cause again because of something you don't understand how something could exist without something to cause it. But like that's just a you problem, not anything else.
And there we go. 10 reasons why God exists. Feel free to use these next time you talk to somebody who is struggling in their faith or who is wondering why you believe what you believe.
I wouldn't do it if they were struggling with their faith, especially not with your little breakdown here. You're gonna that's gonna just that's gonna amplify the deconstruction, if anything else. Just gonna like pump the nos actually on the deconstruction there.
Send this to somebody that might find it interesting. Now, before you go, I'll just do comment of the week. Carter's not here, so I have to do comment of the week myself.
Oh, that bitch. What a fucking ass. At least my producer shows up every time. Isn't that right? Up top. That's right. Hell yeah. Yeah, we missed, but we're still working on it. We're not very coordinated when it comes to the high five thing. Anyway,
on my video from last week, Peter Ukraine said, "This video is beautiful. I especially love the vine booms." Carter, can you give me a vine boom? Shoot.
What?
Feel free to keep that in. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Why do you leave in the give me a vine boom? Is that what that is? A vine? Is that what that noise is called? A vine boom? Why? Did a vine fall down at some point and boom? Anyway, so that was interesting, huh? Fun stuff. Yeah. Brother Oz guy. So the other thing, what time is it? Hold on. How long have we been going? Just want to double check before because I want to go. I want to do some Gina. Ew, that sounded bad. I want to react to some Gina video. Okay, it's been an hour. Yeah, so let's take a look at some Gina. Right? We haven't had the pleasure in a very long time, and I'm kind of missing it. And she's back, and her whole channel came back. Like, it's crazy that like the whole channel can just disappear and then like come back, and it's all got all her subscribers and everything. Because I was still subscribed when she came back, but it's odd when it happens like that. All right, what are we down here? Let's see. Her dancing is so funny. But I thought she had a good one. The U.S. power grid at risk of 18-month blackout, or is it just a rumor? All right, we'll watch that. It's real short.
An 18-month blackout. I don't know if you've heard the rumor going around, but I just saw it today. So I'm going to read you what I found on the internet circulating about this 18-month blackout. The blackout rumor stems from a New York Times magazine report detailing a 2013 internal analysis by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, the FERC. The study warned that a coordinated physical or cyber attack on a handful of critical U.S. substation transformers could theoretically cause a cascading national outage lasting up to 18 months due to manufacturing and supply bottlenecks. Where the rumor comes from, the FERC scenario, an old internal power flow model calculated that disabling about 9 key high voltage substations could cause a wide-scale collapse. Replacement delays.
So it almost seems like this is just a what if scenario. Is that what we're getting here?
Large custom high voltage power transformers are not mass produced off the shelf. Lead times to build and deliver the replacements can stretch.
So fingers crossed for the conclusion of the lawnmower saga. That shit was funny, dude. Somebody, what was it? It was like somebody. Oh, that's right. Somebody let her borrow a lawnmower that I guess she didn't ask for, and she was like, "You got to come get this. I don't have a place to put it. I'm going to get rid of it if you don't come." And then she never came, and then she got rid of it, and then the lady got really mad about it and like started sending all these like trolls after her to the point where she was getting phone call. Like she put out her phone number. That's what it was, to like public, so that she was getting like all these phone calls, and she couldn't even do like a live stream because for whatever reason she wouldn't just shut her phone off. She just, I guess because she was using it probably for her screen, because she has to like film her phone, because she always does that. But then she kept getting calls, and so she couldn't even do her stream. It's like it was absurd, but quite entertaining though.
Past 2 years, fueling the 18-month estimate. The amplification, social media platforms, and prepper forums have sensationalized the report into an imminent guaranteed grid down event. They have. I've been hearing it.
They certainly have. Yes, they have. I'll tell you what. They should certainly did.
The reality of the situation, not an active prediction. This is a worst case vulnerability assessment and risk study.
Drusilla says hi. Kevin, did you see that? You see it? Right? Yeah. Oh, you see it. Okay. Yeah, Kevin said hi. He sees it.
Not an announcement of an impending or scheduled collapse. The grid protection, utilities, federal regulators, and defense agencies treat these choke points as high priority security targets, utilizing redundancies, security hardening, and fast response equipment sharing to prevent cascading failures.
So what's your closing thoughts on it there, Gina?
Local outages versus
Okay. Can we get to the closing
for
thoughts?
days or weeks. Shattering 18-month blackout remains a theoretical stress test scenario rather than a reality. Then let's look below here. New York Post. Shockingly, vulnerable U.S. power grid could result in 18-month. Look, August the 19th, 2026. The U.S. is at a heightened risk of catastrophic blackout that could. Then we see below it, the Syracuse.com. The U.S. power grid is at a risk of 18-month blackout. One city is now in dark. That's August the 21st, 2026. He told the New York Times Magazine that even 12-year-olds could find them.
Cruise ship said I discovered Gina from that Facebook video when she announced that something was wrong with the sun. Something is drastically wrong with the sun. So serious and panicky. I know. It's like, why? Like, what did she like find a picture? Was that when she was actually looking at the solar? She was like on the NASA research site or whatever, and they like can like they show you like live cams or whatever of like the infrared pictures and stuff, and she'd like find like little dots in it and be like, look, there's a dot, it's an alien, they're attacking our sun. I know it, I can feel it in my soul, they're attacking the sun.
With, I don't know, I didn't read it. Yahoo. The U.S. power grid at risk of 18-month blackout as one city has been in dark. This is August the 20th of 2026. According to the New York Times Magazine, more than 75%. That's all I know about it. I'm not going to go any further in it, but I heard that today, so I did a search. Rumors
this one right here, right?
circling about 18 months of darkness with grid down. That's what I searched, and this is what the AI overview said.
Oh,
it's a rumor that's stemming,
did.
but it came from a scenario. So,
it came from a scenario. So I don't know. Sounds pretty concrete, you know?
There you have it.
There you do. That's right.
And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours, love. You have a wonderful rest of your evening.
That was it. Okay.
And
and then I go back. All right, can you can you be like looking at some aliens or something in the clouds or something, maybe, Gina, if you don't mind? That'd be great. Maybe we should go like do a a dive to the past. You know what I mean? Like, let's take a look at, just do a little time machine, right? And let's see her. Oh, here looks like a good one. Because all this was gone. Like, we haven't even been able. How tired she is. Go to sleep, Gina. Okay, you need to get some rest. Her hair is in disarray. She's just like been up for 17 days watching cameras for absolutely no goddamn reason. But this is the type of stuff she does. She like looks at these cameras. Oh yeah, I guess we should leave the chat up.
I hope that we're streaming. I really do. You all, we're on the FAA camera. And I've been sitting here trying to start this OBS studio up. It looks like something's going live. And I thought, is that a ship cloaked in that cloud on the FAA?
Go. Here we go, y'all. We're back. We're back.
And you can see it looks a little bit small. And what's a big bummer is I don't have the chat up here, and it didn't load it for me for some strange reason. I think it's the technology playing a cruel joke on me. I really do. And
the technology thing. Oh, we are totally going to get Gina today. Watch this. We're going to not even let her see the chat. It's going to drive her. Oh, I love being cruel to this lady. Me, the technology. That's who I am.
I just don't like it, you all. It's like, no, please don't do this to me. Oh. It looks like I had one that went public. Okay. It's giving me a hot flash because I can't even tell if I'm public on here.
Okay. Let's see if we can find one where she doesn't know she's alive. Hold on. Maybe there's like a video that we can see, because those are usually like prepackaged kind of. Okay, we got the grid status. Got the dance. With all this going on in the world, you can find times to dance. Why does Alaska have so many earthquakes? Well, let's look at the Earth and figure it out. Right? That was 5 days ago. Cool. The Arctic Store portal inside Google Earth. Okay. That could be fun. You can watch maybe the portal.
It was the Arctic Store portal on Google Earth.
Oh.
If you remember us zooming up on Google Earth and trying to go there, we had to be exactly precise. If you're just tuning in,
I am.
Google Earth right here. I mean, we can spin it around. We can do lots of things with it. We can make it bigger and stuff. But it just so happened when we were exploring Google Earth, if you don't know much about it, let's just go to like the meteor craters aliens. Let's let you see where the meteor crater where aliens are supposed to have landed. I mean, you can see that right there.
Oh, you sure can.
Which is pretty cool. But let's just come over here to the Arctic Store portal. You ready to go there?
Wait, why is it the Arctic Store portal? Is that where you go until aliens go through there so they can buy stuff at their store? Like, what is it?
Okay, you are. We're going to the Arctic Store portal. This truly is on Google Earth. Keep going. Boom. There you have it. You remember going there and seeing all these clothings and stuff? You all, this was the wildest thing. It's like there's a portal inside Google Earth. That's what it's like. And we would go there. I mean, you had to be precise. It looks like it's all the same clothes that's in there. Let me see if I can.
What is happening? So it is actually a store. What is it? You go to a certain place, in Alaska, and then it takes you to just inside some random store.
Shrink it down. I can't really shrink it down that much. All we can do is look. You can see the type. There's like some kind of Confederate like clothing or something up there. What if this is like a time traveling place where you got to do a time?
Our hot. What's up, Jerry? How we doing? Are hot flashes caused by stress? I think sometimes. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put it past I bet you that's something they could have. Stress can really fuck with your actual physical body quite a bit, actually. I've had like, if you've ever had like a condition, you kind of can figure it, you know about all the physical uh aspects of having like a panic attack, of thinking you're going deaf, stuff like that, where it's really strange, but it's just, your psychological has quite the effect on your physical.
line jump. And so there's articles of clothing that you can put on inside this Google Earth portal. But yet,
Wait, how
it's
do you
really
put them on? Wait, you can pull them through your computer screen? How do you put them on?
interesting. There's like a car. There was a car out there, right there. You see that car?
Yeah, it's probably from
That
another,
was out there.
it's from another dimension, actually. This is this is a totally different dimension. Kevin, does this look like the punk rock puppet dimension that you're from? No. Yeah, Kevin and I met on an interdimensional adventure where we went through all the dimensions until I landed quite accidentally into the puppet dimension, and then from within that dimension there's a subsequent dimension of the punk rock puppet dimension, and that's where we met. But then he got stuck with me, and we ended up coming back here, and now I can't get him back home, so he just kind of lives here now. But we did briefly see that, like, live through that dimension from Doctor Strange. Remember, with the paint, everything was paint. I couldn't find any food. You don't need food, so it didn't really matter. But I needed food, and I couldn't find it. It was quite funny. I was starving. It's hard to find.
Also, and look at the shoes. The shoes look somewhat normal. That's an old-looking couch, but this is a portal. Some cowboy boots. We can see up here some long boots right there.
Watch, like, just right then, some like weird creature just like walking, like a humanoid creature, but like looks really wacky. Like, I don't know, they're backwards or something.
And look over here. I mean, there's like even postcards. There's old army hats over here.
It's a
But
thrift
we
store.
can't really zoom up too much. Look at the floor. I think this floor inside this store,
There's the portal.
this floor probably was the portal inside this store that allowed us to go to Google Earth and get in, because
Just popped up right from the floor. You're basically just a floating Google, whatever those are in there. It's probably going to freak somebody out if they walk in them. Did you come out of the floor? How are you what is this floating thing? It's a floating Google symbol just in the middle of the store. I don't understand it.
that's what it looked like. Let's come over here to let's go to where National High Magnetic Field Laboratory. This is in Florida. Okay, let's go
That's where I am.
there.
Not for long.
Okay, it might zoom up, it might not. That's where that's at. Now let's go back over to the Arctic Store portal. This was the wildest thing. I marked it that way we didn't have to try to go through it all the time. It started off with a spiral. I mean, you can't see it right now, but there it is.
So it's like what? Like underneath the ocean? Like it looks like you're going through the ocean into. This is clearly like a glitch of some sort, But she thinks, I'm sure, that it's like an actual store down there. We found Atlantis's thrift store. Or something.
And I believe that's the portal right there. Now, if we come out of it again, let me pause it. Let me see, Arctic Store portal. You see where it's located?
I would love to see Gina sit down with Kat Kerr. That would be a conversation for the ages. You know what I mean? That oh my God, the ratings would just be out of this world.
We had to be so precise we kept zooming out, and that's what you do. You go into this area.
Genie in it. having their genie in it taken right now. That sounds really weird.
You have to have your cursor perfect.
Genie in it.
Right there. What if that's like the center of the earth? You see where it's at.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
See it?
you're right.
And as we would zoom up,
We zoom
we
up.
go like
It's
this.
in. You zoom in.
Oh, it got really intense. It's
you go up. You zoom in.
It's giving me a hot flash right now.
Oh.
An absolute hot flash. Because you see it? See how you have to go in? It's really making me hot. I'm getting really.
Okay, you're the way you're talking. It's starting to feel like I'm on one of those sex lines on the on the phone where you call in. No, they still exist. Yeah, no, I just called one the other. I mean, a friend told me that he called one. Fuck.
God, if you go off of it one single bit, you're gonna mess up because this has multiple layers to it. It was quite intense. Extremely intense. You can't go fast. You have to concentrate.
Okay.
I remember having to do this around 3 times, and the suspense was out of this world.
Can you focus, please?
Totally out of this world.
You're talking
trying
too
to
much.
Get into that portal. It's making my right side of my nose tickle. That's that one side of the rim that don't like me that much.
What? Said the inside of her nose tickle. Okay, that's because of the inside of the something that doesn't. Hold on, what did you say?
Totally out of this world. Trying to get into that portal. It's making my right side of my nose tickle. That's that one side of the rim that don't like me that much.
One side of the rim that don't like me that much. She keeps on saying double entendres too. I don't know if she realizes that.
That's okay. Let's see this, you all. I'm recording this on my old desktop. Because that's where I have the Google Earth, and that's why I wanted to get this OBS studio.
John, what's going on, dude? John Hudson's here too. What's up? Hell yeah.
Up and going.
Did I say Grand Theft Auto 2? There's a second one? Oh my God, the universe is going to explode. There's 2 Grand Theft Autobots now. What the fuck?
I'm sweating. You can see the little.
It's getting intense around here. The little hand is clicking towards all of the lines coming out from. This is intense. This is more intense than camping. You know what I'm saying?
Thing on it, perhaps.
Let's cut that.
Arctic Sea portal. We're getting. Oh my gosh, this makes me nervous. Okay.
Let's cut that. Let's cut the tense thing. That was terrible. That was something my dad would say.
Yeah, we're just zooming in.
Just terrible.
It was so hard to get to. That's why I bookmarked it on Google Earth.
Then why are we having to do all that?
You got to be so precise.
We are going into the Matrix. We're going through. This is the part of the Matrix where he's like, the metal goes down his throat or whatever, and he turns into a mirror person. You know what I'm talking about.
You see how the lines are? That's what's inside that store, that portal, because it's on that carpet. We came through onto that.
We came through the carpet onto the thrift store, the thrift store floor.
Okay.
Okay, be careful, Gina.
Uh-oh.
Don't
you
moved it again.
You got to get that little hand perfect on there.
Please get it right. Thread the needle. Thread the needle. That's right. You're doing good.
I don't know which way to do it.
Oh shit!
You mess up and you
don't know which way. How do you not know which way?
Oh.
Go forward. That way.
It doesn't.
Fuck. Wait. What? Oh.
It's down there, but I came out of it. You can't really see it that well.
Well, it's in the middle of the ocean.
Can I move you over here like that? It's where that telephone is, you all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why is there a store in the ocean?
I can't really see it because that water is so dark.
Can't see what?
Oh, where is it?
Oh, you lost it. Oh my God.
I don't know where it went.
Damn it, Gina. Oh, now look what you did. Oh wait,
okay,
we got it. We got it. We're good. We're back on track, y'all. We're back on track.
We're in the portal inside the ocean or inside the earth.
Inside the ocean.
You had to go
portal.
through the water.
We got to go through the water
to get to it.
Careful. Don't fuck it up. Gina, careful.
Oh my gosh.
This
This
so,
is making
this is
me
insane.
sweat.
I can't believe I'm sweating too. I'm
I
actually.
didn't know if I want to be brave enough to go in here,
I know you don't want to explode,
but I might as well try it, you know.
right? What's the worst that could happen other than you
Look
exploding?
how that. What is that white? Is that white thing the portal? It looks like a portal, like a
It
Stargate.
does. Oh my God! There's a Stargate. It's like is it SG1?
I'm looking down at the elevation. It says 89, 59, 59, 82. And elevation is 13,889 feet.
Where?
Okay.
Below sea level or no?
The elevation is 13,8.
We're trying to go through the Earth, y'all. If you're new here, we're looking at the portal that takes you straight through the Earth. Okay. I imagine it's some kind of event horizon kind of paper poking scenario, but I'm not totally sure. Or what was the other one that did that? It's just the exact same scene that was in Event Horizon that was also in Interstellar. I think it's also could be that one maybe.
8.3. But the
JD, you broke the Earth. Like, it would not surprise me if you called her up right now and be like, something is breaking the core of the Earth. Oh, I better stop. I must be disrupting the core of the Earth with my portal.
coordinates are 89, 59, 59, 93, and 138, 00, 57, 43 east.
That's right. The rainbow giraffe. Lisa the rainbow giraffe. Leaf be upon her.
Oh.
She's that giraffe from that bubble gum. No, it was not a zebra. Shut up. There was a giraffe one. What? What am I thinking? Toys R Us. No, you're right. Never mind. I'm sorry. That's not Lisa. Lisa's a different being.
It's like it doesn't want us to go down any further.
That got mixed up. You know.
How can I get it to go down further?
I don't know. Ask it.
I'm at 13,884. So it's trying to do something right.
Yeah.
885. I just got to hit it perfect. It's like those video games. Yeah, you got to hit it perfect.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, where are we going?
And if you want to hit it perfect, just go to Adam. I don't have them anymore.
Down here. Okay, 889.
Yeah,
I feel like it's gonna flip on me.
Yep. It'll do a flipperoo.
882. It flipped.
Shit.
It's like it's somewhere inside here. You got to get to it inside here. Where is
Gina? Stop saying sexual stuff right now, okay? You're making me. I might have to end this stream and go do something.
that one thing at? I'm trying to get to it. You all. We're 885.
My pants all.
888. 881. What? Where is it going?
I don't know. It's a big triangle.
It's getting wider and wider. Can we move you up?
Oh shit!
No, you see what it did? It brought us up to the ocean.
It sure did. Now you got to start over.
Oh, come on. We got to get into the store like this.
What?
We got to try to bring you back up here so we can get in the middle to go to the portal.
And now it's less of a.
That portal's in the middle of the store, and I'm not sure of it because it looks kind of different. I think they probably.
It's the Greys. The Greys got in the way. They are removing the portal as we speak, probably.
Blocked. Maybe they changed their entrance into the portal inside of Google Earth.
Oh.
We're at 13,889. 13,890.
Okay.
887. I don't know what's going on with it. I really don't. That thing wants to go all the way up there at the top, and I think the portal got messed up. I really do. 890 and stuff.
The portal got to just all bucky. Okay, It's
Oh, let's just go.
Lex Luthor closed it or something, maybe.
Oh, hit it. Let's go hit it. Okay, I'm just going to hit it. We got to go to the universe first. Come on now. I know you got to pull out that portal because we've seen it right there in the floor of that store.
What?
That's the portal.
So she's literally, that's a mat, lady. Okay, I get that. Oh, she's so funny, dude. It's like either a mat or it's just like a spot where the camera didn't like record or whatever, and so it's just like, you know, it doesn't show that part, but it just shows all the colors of the other stuff.
That is the portal. Isn't that interesting? Google Earth. And you know what this elevation is? It's 13,885. So we were close to it. But we just couldn't get through that veil.
That's right. The Rawls veil of ignorance. I got it. That's yep.
Wow.
What do you mean that doesn't apply? Have you seen this lady? It applies. Okay.
You see the that image date is on June the 6th of 2019. Okay, June the 6th of 2019. What else happened on Google Earth? June the 6th of 2019. Okay, yeah, okay, let me see if I got this right here. Cube Island. That was June. Let's see if that's the same, like
what?
Cube Island. Okay, this image date is June the 13th of 2015. Let's see where the cubes are. Okay, the cubes should be right around this area.
Cubes. What is she talking about?
Oh, they brought us back to 2013. Yeah, we got to come up here and fix that timeline. We have got to get the cubes here. I think they were, that is 2018. There they are. They showed up. Okay, listen to me. This thing of the cubes showed up on April the 19th of 2019. And that portal.
What's up, Dad? How you doing, dude? It's good to see you. Hell yeah.
Inside Google Earth. Okay, I'm going to show you the cubes. You remember that? I dubbed it Cube Island. Millions of cubes on Cube Island.
They're just all out there.
Okay, you can see them. They're great, cubes. Big. They're scattered all over the place. The cubes are. Let me zoom it up for people who may not see it. That's really something happened in 2019.
Well, I'll tell you. What happened was there were all the cubes, and that the Justice League had to keep them away from the Wolfenstein guy. That's what his name's not. I can't remember. It's Wolfenstein, something like that. Because he was working for Dark Sea-Eyed. That's proper pronunciation, by the way. It's Dark Sea-Eyed. And he was trying, the Athena Island, they had one, and apparently they all ended up in the ocean. I guess the Atlanteans took them all.
So this is April of 2019. You can see the cubes, massive cubes. I don't know where they came from. So the cubes came first. Okay, let's say the cubes came first. And let's zoom it down, you all.
Oh my God, I would love, yeah. Like, I wonder if it's fun being in Gina's mind. I don't know. I mean, the stuff that she believes in, I almost feel like you'd just be in a constant state of panic just with everything she believes, just, aliens are every fucking cloud apparently. And, just there's just magical cubes in the ocean because of Google Earth, which apparently reflects reality everywhere, no matter what.
I hope and pray to God that this is recording me on this OBS studio that I first worked with.
Yeah, she really does have a hard time with pixelation. That is because that was also like, it was I think it was a Logic video, and she was like seeing an alien somewhere or something, and it was like something on the lens, you know, and he was like, this is just something that gets on the lens sometimes when you're zoomed in real close. Like, that's what that is. It was funny.
You gotta go like that and like get that energy right there.
That's right. Get that energy going, you know, just maybe do a karate kid. Okay. You know, and then just send it. Yeah, line up your chakras first. Line up your chakras, then get them energized, and then do a Ryukin straight into the computer.
We got to get the energy going. We got to get the energy going. Zoom it out because we want to see it. Okay, what did I want to say? Well, that's what I want to say. And you see what happened to the cubes? This is what that happened. So April of 2019
Forging thought. What's going on? How we doing? Oh yeah.
came all of these thousands and thousands of cubes
Oh, and Atomic Punk's here too. What's going on?
landed in the ocean.
No, it's not pronounced Dark City. No, you're reading the comics wrong.
In the ocean off the coast of South America. That image is April the 19th of 2019. And we found the
just after the Great Cube explosion of what year did you say again? I already forgot.
Arctic portal. Okay. The Arctic portal, when it gets over here to the Arctic portal, the image that it's getting ready to pull up
is the store with the magical.
There you go, down there, June
portal
of 2019. Something
Oh my
happened. Do you hear me? Something happened in 2019.
Oh my God. What was it? What happened? She's figuring it out.
April.
She's realizing it.
Of 2019.
Was it April 1st? Because that would be funny.
There's something in my mind. I'm gonna come back to you. There's something in my mind.
Okay, fortune thought. Remember this: the woman who thought light flare reflections were alien cities in the sky. That sounds about right. That sounds like something she would say. Those are little cities up there. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're alien cities, right next to the fucking sun.
You see those states down there? Something
Oh God!
happened
What happened? We got to get
in
serious.
the whole world.
The whole fucking world. That's what I said.
It altered.
Yep.
It altered. It changed something.
I think it moved.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Well, it's always moving, so maybe that.
But I'm gonna go, you all. I really hope you enjoyed it. But there is something to that
You are
date.
so not going to go. You still have like
April
so
of
much time. What are you
2019?
talking about? You're going to go.
And June of 2019.
Let's see. How many months is that? Let's set up
And
a
you say,
new.
well, there's no portal inside Google Earth. Prove it.
Yeah, prove it's not there. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Prove it. We went to it. That is Google Earth.
Yeah,
And it's the live thing. And I'm able to operate it without going onto the web.
to prove it. Oh gosh, it's funny. It was from through the Google thing for the world thing. Okay, so just why don't you go check your thing? All right.
Okay. And this shop, it's a portal.
Oh, she's straight up adorable. Are you kidding? Yeah, she's. That's why she's so fun to watch, because it's almost like, we're giving her our time, but she's also adorable.
Because you know what? Let me get back over there. That's a portal.
Like, she would absolutely be a cartoon mouse in another universe. Like, just straight up, I could see it in the Pixar universe. You know what I mean?
And there's that portal right there. You had to go through the Arctic. Through the Arctic to get to it. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go, you all. I'm going to go. This is, you're going to be watching this as a premiere, but that's okay.
That's okay. Huh? Oh, thank goodness. I thought it wasn't okay. I thought there was some sort of calamity that was happening as a result of it being that.
Most important thing is we got to see this.
Oh, no. Yeah. She genuinely she genuinely believes this stuff. I mean, that's half of what makes her adorable, right? Is the the childlike belief that's that I guess Jesus was talking about, right?
This portal inside Google Earth. And what's really important about it is the timestamp on that particular image.
What's up, Mark? How we doing? Red Bar is watching. Who's Red Bar? Is that a god? Is that a god? The all-powerful Red Bar? Oh,
June
that's just this. I see. I got it.
Of 2019.
It is watching.
And the Cube Island, April of 2019. Let me make sure this was much June. Yep, June.
Yeah, prime representation that faith makes you believe anything. Yeah, 100%. I mean, because again, like when you remove the framework of just when you start with a framework of stuff like talking donkeys and gods that are three people, but it's just the one God. Like we can't even understand how many. We don't even understand how many one people is. That's not good. That's not a good starting point. You can pretty much get anywhere from that starting point.
Something happened. Something major, mysterious, paranormal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Supernatural.
CERN, maybe.
CERN. Oh, shit.
CERN might have been doing something around that time stamp.
Yeah, that fucking CERN, dude. Always have to know.
Where is my phone?
Where is it? It's right there.
CERN.
Check under the thing.
CERN might be tied to this. You all hold on. Hold on.
Right.
We got to find my phone. I've misplaced it. Okay.
God, I love it. She just walked off.
Let me Google it, you all. Let me Google it. I'm sorry, but we got to look at this while I'm on here with you.
That's right.
CERN.
That's right. The CERN. CERN super collider, that Kingpin was trying to, you remember what I'm talking about. Kingpin was trying to use it to bring his wife. I think he was trying to bring his wife back. That something happened to him that was probably from that CERN super collider. It made him a big square. Mm-hmm. And then he was trying to get his wife back, and it didn't work.
They find something in that timestamp.
Because of Padme.
Okay. CERN breakthrough found.
Breakthrough.
CERN test. Okay, I got to do it while you're on here, y'all. Hold on.
I know. Let's get it done. Come on.
April.
I have concerns. Okay, sorry.
2019. Not 2029. I know what happens on April the 13th of 2029.
But if you extrapolate those numbers, pull out all the prime numbers, right? Then you take those prime numbers, you divide them by themselves, all of them. Then what you do is you divide them in half, then divide it in half again. And that's going to be the date that you're working with.
The asteroid Apophis, asteroid number 99942.
Oh, 99942.
Okay. 2019. Hold on, we got to see.
We got to do it. We got to see. Shit.
Okay, no high level experience then.
Oh,
okay.
Damn. Okay. I guess that wasn't it.
None at all.
Good try though.
Let me see
that
this.
Was smart.
Hold on. The 2019, the LHC. I know. I want you to tell me if you had. They got new magnets to reach full power in 2019. They did a shutdown. Oh, final collisions. Okay, I'm not gonna read no more.
Start getting it on inside the super collider. Then we just end up in what's that? Good luck. What is it? Don't die or whatever. Did you see that movie yet? Oh my god, that shit is great. That was a wonderful movie. I actually want to go watch it again.
Read no more. This
Good. Oh yeah. Good luck. Have fun. Don't die. That's it. That movie was awesome.
this is mysterious. Okay, you just tuning in. I want to
It's
say welcome. I'm
mysterious.
glad to have this back up.
We are figuring out the mysteries of
have
the
it up.
universe.
And thank you, moderators. If you're on here, thank you. Even though I can't see you, I am going to upload this and we're going to watch it together as a premiere. And I'm looking forward to it. I am. Thank you all for being back here. And thank you for subscribing if you're new. We didn't lose the subscriber. I was down for around a year. I needed a break. I went over there and built my Facebook page. I did. And I'm at 790,000, almost got 1 million over there on Facebook.
Good God, that is crazy. Like she just people just love watching her do her thing, man.
Slow down over there and I'm over here. Because now's the time. Now is the time. So I'm gonna go.
Certainly is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. This is great. I really like these timestamps. There's something to them. Let me just say how happy I am to have you all here. I'm so very happy. Okay,
Let's
thank
do the
you.
dance. Let's do it
Thank
again.
you. Thank
Great,
you.
great bath.
Okay, I'm
That's good.
very thankful that we're all back together again. I am. So I'm going to stop this and I am going to upload it to the YouTube.
She is so funny, dude.
The fear was
Oh,
if
God.
she actually
It was the Arctic Store
God, she's
portal
hilarious.
on Google Earth.
All
If-
right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. How long have we been going here? Hour and 40 minutes. Okay, so we got a little more time. I got about 20 minutes, I think, in me. What else we got? Got a fun. Let's find a fun one. Hawaii plasma is all over the. The fuck is Hawaii plasma? All over the.
Can you see it? It's like right there on the side. Let me I'm gonna get something to mark with. Where am I?
So this is like her favorite thing to do, which is to film the computer with her phone. That's right. That's how she.
Pointers have nothing that I can use for a pointer. Look at that right there.
Let's see. Her channel name is. Hold on, let me back up. I'll tell you right now. It is Gina Maria Colvin. Not Calvin. Colvin. Colvin Hill. She has like 4 names. Like she's a dignitary of the fucking of the British government or something. Yeah. That's,
I'm going to push it back.
I don't
You
know
are
what
going to
her
watch this on the
actual
17th. 17th, I
thing
think, is when Mercury retrograde started. So watch this. We're
Oh.
over here on
the thing that's not actually a thing. Yeah, got it.
the Cloud Cam 1 in Hawaii. Let's
Oh.
watch it, you all. This is pretty cool. Watch it. It is so cool.
So cool.
Hey, Applebrooks, honey, check it out. Watch the moon as it's rising. This is the Cloud Cam 1. I want to get a good angle of it. First, all this stuff's coming up like this. Okay, and then comes the moon with all the plasma.
Yeah, it's probably something like that. Oh, look at all the plasma.
It's like wild.
That's some
Look how
plasma right
look at
there.
that, so cool.
That's
And then the star that comes after it, it's got plasma all over it too. All
what the fuck is plasma? What are you talking
over it too. Let me look at it again. Yeah, it's too cool. Let's watch it.
Oh my god. Plasma. Whoa.
Let's pause it. Let's look at it.
Wow. That is some plasmic
Wow.
plasma right there.
It is so wild.
It's plasma.
I've
flame.
never seen that. I haven't.
What?
So it went over into the 18th, and the wee hours of the morning is when it went in. Let me just take it back a little.
You'll think maybe that's
As it's coming up.
the light and the well, it's just like the moisture and stuff, right?
The cloud cover comes in. You can see it happening.
Whoa,
Look
what
at,
is
look at
that?
what's on this. Look at that.
It was an interdimensional jellyfish. Clearly,
Isn't that wild? Let's look at it. Oh, I went and recorded every single camera there. I've got a lot of frames to go through.
Why?
But
Why
this
would
one
you
right
do that?
here, look at that. Watch it. Okay,
She's
we
like
go.
taken back by like just light going through moisture.
Ooh, I'm going to try to make it big. It's so fascinating.
Isn't it? Oh, or like the dew. Isn't it like dew on the lens? Maybe. Like because I feel like I've seen this so many times just looking through like a camera and shit. Like when you're trying to get a shot, you're like, what the fuck are all these like beams of light just messing everything up? Oh, the jellyfish has formed with another jellyfish to create a complete jellyfish orgy of some sort, I think, you know,
Wow.
or a man of war.
It is.
What?
Look at the unique. Look how unique it looks.
Yeah.
It even looks like it's kind of curved. And there's like dark shadows.
What? Shadows?
This is on the 17th. This is the only day I found it doing that. Let me shrink it down a little more. Let's watch it. I love it.
I love it.
That.
Strange patterns.
The little feelers.
She
And
said,
stuff.
looks like a person. Where? Where's a person? I don't see any people in there. I don't know what kind of people you know, but
And look how there is a great big one behind, and it's semi-solid where the moon is. What if the moon is plasma? There is a theory that the moon is plasma.
Are you sure? I don't know as if that would qualify as a theory. It's probably got to be some kind of falsification for that. Can you walk on plasma? Because otherwise, you know, the whole moon landing situation. Oh, she doesn't believe in that. Never mind. What am I even talking about?
But this area is so supercharged. Supercharged.
Supercharged. We call that super duper supercharged. Okay. So get the nomenclature correct, Gina. Come on. Supercharged. Come on.
Like, look at these things up here.
False news rock.
I don't know what they are.
It's not rock. It's blue cheese. Okay. Is it blue cheese? Yeah, blue cheese. That's right.
What if they're little bitty ships?
Well, blue. Yep, that's what they are. They're little bitty ships.
They could be ships. They really could be.
Define could. According to what?
This thing is so massive.
She's
Let's look at it. Could be ice crystals. Could be anything.
Could be ice crystal chips, you know? You don't know what interdimensional beings make their ships out of. Maybe they're made out of ice crystals, you know?
As one would say. But then it rearranged itself. It rearranged itself. Right
Sure
there.
did. It certainly did. Look at that. It's a little tiny.
That's interesting. Look like little bitty eyeballs looking at you. They're Canada-Grants-wide telescopes. We're on the Cloud Cam 1 on the 17th of July. Look how the feelers are changing. Look at that.
The what? The feelers? Is that what she said?
They're reaching. It's like they're reaching down toward that star.
Oh, they're probably,
See them?
they're trying to get it.
Trying to connect with it.
They are. Yep. They want that.
They really are. They're
star's-
trying to reach down there. Oh,
They want the star's plasma.
okay, here comes the star, and it's got that all over it. No,
All
that's
over
the moon.
It's all stuck to it. Oh.
I
the
guess this
moon.
is supposed to be the moon. This
It
little thing is supposed to be the moon, or is it the star that's supposed to be the moon?
The star. What kind of sentence is that? Jeez Louise. Well, now we got to hear that again.
I guess this is supposed to be the moon. this little thing is supposed to be the moon, or is it the star that's supposed to be the moon?
It is the star that's supposed to be the moon. You didn't know that? You didn't know stars are supposed to be the moon?
Let's look. Okay. That's the moon. That's the moon. Let's let you
Oh
all
my
look at it.
God. Look,
How
that
it
is some hell of
happens.
a moon.
Let's push the play button. You're going to see it rolling in. They come rolling in on the 17th. Look at it.
I feel like that's more
This
like
time
the
lapse for
sun.
Cloud Cam 1 in Hawaii. I've never seen anything like this. It is alive.
Yeah,
Totally alive.
it's an interstellar jellyfish. I'm telling you.
You look like the Dipper, Little Dipper. Yeah. Let's look at it one more time. It won't be too
One more
long
time,
of a
let's do it.
video.
Let's do it.
It won't. Just a short one. And I can't wait to go through all the other cameras frame by frame.
Who does this kind of thing? And how does she have so many followers doing this? She just goes to random cameras and then just searches through their history until she finds a glare of some sort and then deems it some sort of supernatural phenomenon.
It'd be a lot to go through, but it's all right.
It is all right. Look at that. That's a jellyfish. Mm-hmm. Fire for sane one. Yep.
Wow. Let me see if I can find my
Wow.
camera, my light up here.
Wow.
I can't even find the light to turn it on. It's Canada, France, Hawaii telescopes. Oh, this light's going to be shining really bright on me. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is wild. And if you want to know where they are, this is the official website of it right here. Cloud Cam time lapse, and right here you can go to the webcams. You can go to the star cam. You can come over here and pick any date, and that's what I did. I wanted to see what was going on with those dates, if there were any corresponding action in the sky
She's got to solve the mystery of the sky correspondence.
on those. And
She's a sleuth. She's an online sleuth. Just, a supernatural online sleuth. That's hard to say. Supernatural.
pretty cool. It is.
Supernatural.
It's nice.
It's like,
You are in France. Well, when I say Canada, France, Hawaii telescopes, it's a part. They're together, and I guess they each share the telescopes. Some kind of agreement or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, they share.
So I'm gonna go, and it's pretty cool. If you didn't see it, it is really cool. Unless you don't find it cool, then it's not gonna be cool to you at all. But
That's probably the most true thing you've said this entire time. But yes, no, that's absolutely right.
I think it's pretty amazing.
She's so funny.
Absolutely amazing looking at it. We're gonna get that off of there. I got my hand glowing on there. I better go. So with that being said, hello.
Wait, what?
Wherever
So you said I got my hand glowing on there. I better go. Well, before what? You explode?
you are in any part of the world, hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, your evening. Thank you, Apple Brooks Honey, Frank Honey. Thank you all for your comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and good night.
Good night. She's so funny. Oh.
Good evening.
Oh,
We're
here we
looking
go.
at the mysterious Sirius.
Or just the mysterious. The mysterious. That's how you say it.
I'm going to actually read something to you that I found right here. It's from Harvard.
Wow.
Harvard Education.
Harvard. It's I'm a friend that went to Harvard Law.
In 1976, Robert Temple made news with a Sirius B mystery of another sort. In his book, The Sirius Mystery, he speculated that the Earth had been visited a few thousand years ago by amphibious beings from a planet around Sirius. His evidence for this increased assertion came from a report by French anthropologists Marcel Graeul and Germain Dieletrin, who in the 1930s and 1940s had studied the traditions and mythology of the
Hey.
Dogon.
Hey, Maya, what's going on? How you doing? It's good to see you. Hell yeah. And John, what's going on, John? John F. What's going on?
A remote West African tribe located about 300 kilometers south of Timbuktu in Republic of Mali.
Oh, how about that?
Some elements of the Dogon mythology are reminiscent of ancient Egypt, including the prominence of Sirius in their traditions. Other aspects reveal an impressive knowledge of bits and pieces of modern astronomy. For example,
Say modern.
according to Graeul and Dieletrin, the Dogon believe that Earth and other planets rotate on their axis and orbit the sun, that Jupiter has 4 moons, and that Saturn has a ring around it. As Carl Sagan commented in his book,
I was gonna say, I think that's not how you say his name.
Broca's Brain, the conclusion about planetary orbits, though a rare insight, is one that can be achieved without high technology, as demonstrated by some Greeks
She's serious.
and Copernicus.
Is she fucking serious?
As for the moons of Jupiter and Saturn's ring, with a combination of extraordinary eyesight and perfectly clear skies, it just might be possible to see them with a telescope. If the Dogon astronomical mythological story had stopped there, it would have been remarkable, but it probably would not have warranted a detailed critique.
What is going
A
on?
media superstar
Jesus Christ. Something's about to explode, Jeannie. You gotta get out. Gotta get out. Something's gonna blow.
such as Sagan. The cause of all the commotion was the claim that the Dogon believed that Sirius has a dark, invisible companion
What is the doggone? Why does she keep saying the doggone?
with a 50-year orbit. That's really interesting. The companion is very heavy and made of a special metal which is not found on Earth.
Oh shit.
This is an accurate description of the knowledge of Sirius B, after it was observed with powerful telescopes and described by scientists using theories of quantum mechanics and relativity. How did the Dogon come by this knowledge? Temple's books say that long ago an ark descended to the ground amid a great wind and brought amphibious beings known as the Nomo, who gave the Dogon the scoop on Sirius
They're called the Nomo. That's yeah, they're not here no more.
B. But then why did they not mention the rest of
What is the
Jupiter and
noise?
Saturn's moon,
It's so loud.
the planet Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and other fascinating objects such as a neutron stars and black holes?
It's Uranus. Okay, come on.
Another explanation for the
That way we can switch from butt to pee jokes. You know what I mean? That's it's Uranus. You know. Anyway.
Dogon's knowledge is that they did indeed have extraordinary eyesight, according to Robert Burnham, author of the classic Burnham's Celestial Handbook. Sirius B can be observed with a 10-inch reflecting telescope on a very clear night. With such capabilities, it would also be fairly easy to observe Uranus and Neptune,
Hey, she said it right that time. Uranus. Very good.
and many other fascinating cosmic sights not mentioned by the Dogon. Or could
Dog.
Sirius B have been
Doggone it.
brighter in the past? A number of ancient writers, Cicero, Horace, Seneca, and Ptolemy, describe Sirius as ruddy, raising the possibility that Sirius B might have been in red giant stage 2,000 or so years ago on its way to becoming a white dwarf. This is unlikely given our knowledge of the stellar evolution, which estimates the time for such a transition to be more like 100,000 years. But as Chandra and Hubble and other modern telescopes have shown, nature still has plenty of surprises in store for us.
Sure does.
A more prosaic explanation, favored by Burnham, is that the ancient
What the fuck is she she's just reading now. We're watching this flashing thingamaboo over here, and she's reading.
ancients used terms for color differently. The yellow star Capella, Arcturus, and Pollux were all described as red. Even if Sirius B was
I have no idea what she's even reading about at all. Like I maybe I zoned out. I don't know. Are y'all following this? Are you following what she's what she's talking about? Because I feel like I must have zoned out during something quite important, because it's all just nothing at this point.
a red giant, it leaves the question as to how the doggone knew that it was going to turn into a white dwarf. The explanation
Like she's reading like astrophysics stuff. It's
favored by Sagan is that the doggone were visited by a technological civilization, but not an extraterrestrial one. The nature of the knowledge imparted is consistent with a visit by a science attentive person in the 1930s
I'm not doggone following no mo.
or 1940s, when the discovery of the nature of Sirius B was being widely discussed in popular science books.
Oh.
This information could have been woven into Doggon's existing mythology in time to give Graul and Diarleteran something very interesting to write home about. A variation on this theme is that the knowledgeable visitor and the source of the information might
Oh my god, that noise is killing me. What is happening? Why is it making this noise?
have been Graul himself. Though an anthropologist, Graul had studied astronomy in Paris. He was aware of the discovery of Sirius B and may have overinterpreted the doggone responses to his question. In 1991, Walter van Beek, a Belgian anthropologist, led a team of anthropologists to study the doggone tribe. Although he hoped to find evidence for their astounding astronomical knowledge, the team found no trace of the detailed Sirius lore reported by Graul.
It's some serious lore. Okay, I'm telling you.
Yule.
You got it.
What do you think? Isn't that interesting? I mean, I just clicked on that, but we're looking at Sirius.
Yeah,
That's what
that was fucking fascinating. Thanks for that.
we're looking at right now. And this is the normal movement of it.
Oh.
Just what you see right here. And I had in my Nikon P900 on my equatorial mount.
I know. That's what it sounded like. Like it sounded like a garbage truck, like backing out and dumping just, a bag of screaming cats that all.
I think it was my equatorial mount. Filming this. It's rather interesting.
Are you sure this isn't just a transformer that blew, and it's that? You sure it's not that, and somebody's just filming it in the dark?
To say the least.
Could be.
I really didn't know about Sirius B.
Oh.
And I really didn't know about there being another red giant. I've heard of Carl Sagan. I have. But I haven't really read much.
Demon Haunted World. It's one of my favorite books. It's one of my go-to. So I'm like, I don't know what to listen to. And I put on Demon Haunted World. It's like that, or Stephen Novella's Skeptic's Guide to the Universe. That's my two favorite books.
Into the books and the theories and all the mythology and stuff. I've heard of the doggone tribe. You see it on those channels or something. Ancient aliens and stuff like that. Yeah. It's really interesting. So
if you find an atheist in your neighborhood, tell a parent or a pastor right away. Speaking of that, did you hear about that? I think it was I need to look up. The Friendly Atheist did a breakdown of a story of some kind of app where it was like Jehovah's Witness or something, and they would report to this app where atheists live and stuff, and they would save that information in there, so that they could, like try to do their witnessing thing to those people. And then like other Jehovah's Witnesses would like know where those houses were and shit. Fucking creepy, man.
I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this. I hope it sounded really well. I really do. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from
All right, man. Thanks for hanging out. It's good seeing you.
my heart to yours. Love you. I hope you have a very wonderful evening. And
I'm going to. You as well, Gina.
thank you to all the
You're very welcome.
moderators who are on
Oh, that wasn't to me. I'm sorry.
here. Thank you for your comments. And thank you for coming to this channel and subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank
I didn't do any of that, but I did watch the video.
you for sharing. I didn't know you could share,
You didn't? That's what that little arrow pointing to the right is.
but thank you anyway. Just thank you for being you, and
Just thanks anyway for doing something I didn't even know existed. That's crazy.
thank you for encouraging me and supporting me with your comments. And I love it.
You already did this.
I really do love it. So good night.
And we love you, Gina. We certainly do. All right, y'all. Well, thanks so much for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So I think there's okay. So yeah, here's what I was saying. Want to make it clear, I got a video coming out tomorrow. So definitely check that out as soon as it drops. I think it's going to drop at 6:30 a.m. Wake up early. I don't know. Figure it out. Okay. Wake up early. Watch the video. No, but definitely check it out tomorrow. Let me know what you think. It's a Brother Oz video. That is just so obnoxious that the guy is just he's so wrong that it almost broke my brain. Like I almost melted down during the video because I was just so goddamn frustrated at how wrong he got literally everything. So be on the lookout for that video tomorrow and tell me what you think, comment, shit, like, share all that shit. But and we'll see you next week at the same time. We're gonna do 2:15 on Sundays, and then 6:30 on Monday mornings is when each week's video will come out. So that way we got a schedule, right? I know. I'm new to the whole doing stuff at the same time each weekday. It's trying to be consistent with bullshit. But they say that's what you're supposed to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. But thank y'all so much for hanging out. Y'all are awesome. And finish the thing. Yay. Yeah, I'm actually getting pretty good with the with that Canva the thing. Took me a while. Past few videos have had some serious trouble. I had to keep cutting them down because they wouldn't fucking download. I almost lost my mind. But no, finally got it figured out. I gotta just keep on breaking it up into sections. That's the only thing I can really think to do, but it eventually works once but yeah, it's a lot of fun. So definitely check out the video. Let me know what you think, and hey, we will see you next time. But the main thing is to stay logical but loving, skeptical but compassionate, and always make sure to have a little silly whimsy. I'm going to add that one on the end. What do you think? Is that okay? Is it too childish? I don't know. So I like the idea of silly whimsy. I just like saying it. It's just kind of a fun word. Anyway, all right. Now a word from Ember.
In 2024, NASA researcher Rachel Lenz gave the world a flag made from NASA images for Pride Month. On January 20th, 2025, the incoming U.S. administration ordered that Artistic Union of Science and Civil Rights deleted. So I tracked down the original images it was made from, recreated it, and then added even more wonders of the cosmos to update the flag to the current, more inclusive form. On the anniversary of the inauguration, I released it. And it went viral several times. Now you can get a physical copy of that artwork as a full-sized flag or a large sticker, as well as space artworks of the other Pride flags: lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, intersex, ace, and new flags being added all the time. Get one for yourself or give them as gifts, and celebrate Pride, celebrate science, celebrate resistance, and help support a creator fighting for human rights for all humans. head to astralpride.com and use code PUNK at checkout for an exclusive offer.
You better. You absolutely goddamn better. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Have a good evening, and we will see you next week. Same time and everything. All right, y'all. Take it easy.